Hello everyone, we are live again. So today is Wednesday and now it's 6:30, so we are sharp on time. Hi, I'm Esther, and if it's your first time watching us in our page, our Jen's page or my page, my name is Esther and I'm from Malaysia. And together with me is Jen from Singapore. Jen, say hello to everybody.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our pages. My name is Jen, and I'm from Singapore, and I'm a working mom to two teenage boys, and also a digital business owner. Yeah.
So same as me, I'm also a digital mompreneur. So both of us also have two boys, just that her boys are actually older than mine. And we are here today because we have this series, Winning Minds, Winning Lives, that we have started a few weeks back. And the last week we had Adeline with us to share with us what are the possible obstacles to the road of success. So success, we've mentioned that it is something very simple to us. We do not put it extravagantly that we are super rich or we make it to the top 10 of Forbes and all this kind of thing. But we make it very simple in the sense that in our lives, there would be little successes everywhere. So today, we would be talking about attitude. So
Yes.
we believe that attitude makes or breaks a person. Is that right, Jen?
Absolutely. So that's why today we are very special. If you see our banner here, if you don't like something, change it. If you don't change it, change your attitude. So this is so important that we want to emphasize to everybody. Yeah.
Hmm.
So when we talk about attitude, right? What do you think of, Esther? What is the attitude? What is the attitude that you think is an obstacle to our success?
Okay. To me, right, attitude is always how we view something. Because at the end of the day, I believe there is always this little devil and angel in us that always talks to us when we view something. When we face something, let's say it's something that makes us sad, we would tend to either fall into the trap of being emotionally attached to that matter, or we could think the other way, as in look at the brighter side. There is always a greener pasture at the other end. So this is the struggle that I believe, not just me, I believe everybody actually goes through it. And as we go through each hurdle, right, we would actually choose to have the greener pasture, because at the end of the day, we would want to go through our days smiling and feeling happy rather than going down the road of sadness and then throwing anger at everybody around us. So this is something that I view as attitude. This is how I view life now as well.
Right.
Mm.
And actually, to me, I feel that something very closely associated with attitude being the obstacle to success. I feel there's this thing called self-limiting beliefs.
Mm.
That means sometimes some people may have certain mindset about
Mm.
certain things, right? Like,
Yeah.
for example, I've actually encountered people who told me that, oh, I am not meant to be rich, and I don't think I can be rich. I am not be my own boss quality.
Or some
In
even say, I don't want to be rich.
Yes. So I am just I am I am fated to be just an ordinary worker, and they accept this type of thing. So they just believe that this is so
Mm.
much they can do. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's many other self-limiting beliefs, like I'm not good enough, I'm not clever enough, and so
Mm.
on and so forth. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is something I think during the teenager years also I keep, in a sense, drilling into myself as well. I feel like I'm not pretty enough. That girl is prettier. I'm not smart enough. That girl is smarter. So it's just, I think it's a repetitive thoughts that we keep having when we compare ourselves with another person. So I wouldn't say it's overwhelmed with jealousy. It's just somehow inbuilt within us, even when our parents compare with other people. So there's this comparison that's going on every single day when we either watch
Right.
the TV or look at the people around us. This self-limiting belief is something that we keep telling ourselves instead of telling ourselves that actually we can do it as long as we
Yes.
put effort into it. Whether or not you make it to the top or whether or not you are successful, it is a journey that will be
Yes.
able to make you better.
Yeah, actually, it is really the effort and the consistency, the discipline that we do every day,
Mm, mm,
and this is the right attitude that we should have. Lah. And
mm,
really, sometimes when we want to do some things, we overthink too much, right? What
mm,
if this? What if that? What if this? And before you start on something, you start to think what are the possible reasons that will prevent you from doing.
yeah.
And I always like to share with people is that um, I would rather think of um, possible ways to overcome a potential issue
Mm,
than to think of what are the possible things that prevent me from achieving it. So
mm,
so this is again our attitude, right? And our
mm.
mindset. So we should be more very positive in this way. Think
Mm.
of how we can address and overcome it rather than thinking of 1001 things
1001 reasons.
why we should not be doing that, right? Yeah.
I mean, it is normal. Actually, it is normal for everybody to go through this phase in life. And even as we go along, there will be time that we doubt ourselves. As we
Mm,
mentioned, self-doubt was one of the topic that we mentioned as well.
yeah.
It is very normal, in fact, for everybody to go through this. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, it is really a choice to how you want to live your everyday life at every moment. Do you
Yeah.
really want to go down that road whereby you keep comparing and feeling inferior, having low self-esteem, thinking that you will never make it? Or would you rather try out something to make yourself feel better, make yourself feel like you are actually living a life that you want, actually treasuring yourself, loving yourself, and also making something for your kids to see that you're actually doing something for yourself and also happy when you're around them. So these are the things that I think is good for everybody to consider when
Of
you are faced with a situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So,
Mm,
so just now we were talking about all these attitude and all these what is that self-limiting beliefs, right? Actually,
mm,
this is one of the hurdles, right, that
mm,
makes many of us procrastinate. I think we all been through that, right? Procrastination is really something like to me, right? I feel it's like the killer thing, because it it
mm.
just make you drag one day to another, and then one day to 1 week to 1 month, and then the next thing is one whole year gone, and then 2 years, 3 years gone. I think we are all guilty of that, right? So
Mm.
I mean, it's all guilty of that, and we are all learning how to overcome it. It doesn't mean that, like as we share now, Esther and I have no habits of procrastination. I'm sure we have our small little habits, right? I mean,
Mm.
I mean,
Let me share
for
something.
me,
Let me share something.
yeah, like for
So
me,
today,
I
are you
procrastinate
saying?
like
Ah,
when we go in the morning when alarm clock rings, right?
ah.
Do you like, okay, I'm gonna wake up now, or you like, ah,
Mm.
5 more minutes, and then
Okay lah. I got no
five more
issue with
minutes.
sleeping. No issue with waking up. I wake up very promptly.
Yes, I used to have no issues waking up early when my
Mm.
kids were really young, because
Yeah.
I know that, hey, no, I have to wake up because I prepare for them, right? Because
Yes, yes.
now my kids are much older, teenagers.
Mm.
Um, so I feel that I have that little bit of leeway to
Yeah.
oversleep at home
You
because they
deserve
can.
that more rest.
So really, I tend to sometimes procrastinate like that. So this is my
Mm.
little, or rather, it's a big habit, and honestly, I try to overcome that. Yeah.
Mm. I believe,
So
okay, put it this way, I think procrastination, once in a while, you give yourself some leeway is fine, knowing that you need that break at a certain time of your life. So it's pretty fine. But if let's say in your life there is something that you know is important, it's just that probably fear or self-doubt or anything is preventing you from moving forward, it would be good to actually have someone to talk to, someone that will encourage you to actually fulfill the whatever that you need to do, but you are still holding back, thinking that it's okay, maybe next year only do it anyway, it doesn't matter, that kind of thing. Just this morning
yes.
also I was reminded of something I should have done, like this video, right? Actually, I wanted to put it into an album in my Facebook page. but I have been procrastinating, thinking that it's fine actually. Then until Adeline actually kind of poke me. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I should be doing. So it's good to have someone accountable that you can share all this with. After all, sharing
Yes.
life actually makes your life more happening
Yeah.
in that sense.
Exactly. So I mean, it is good when you have positive people and people who can keep you on our toes, right? Like,
Mm,
buddy or whoever that check in with you. So, but not everyone have the luxury of that.
yeah.
And
Mm,
especially on our day-to-day life things, if we just
mm,
keep on procrastinating, actually it's very, very dangerous because, procrastinating can lead to so many things, and
mm,
it leads to very serious consequences, I would say. Like, for
mm,
example, when we don't do one thing and then it leads to one thing, and then it becomes like,
yeah.
it snowball. And when it
Mm,
snowballs, sometimes we will experience like frustration. It's like, why I
mm,
couldn't get this done, right? Then we may
that's
sometimes feel
true.
like there's a very guilty, right? We have that guilt in
Mm,
us. Then we feel
mm,
stressful. Then we feel very anxious. And then
yeah.
as it goes on and go on, sometimes it may even lead to like, um, um, maybe even like very low self-confidence, because you just feel
Mm,
that why I cannot achieve anything.
couldn't do it kind of thing. Yeah.
Then it just spiral down, and very, very,
Mm,
very bad. It may even impact on a person mental health. So it is,
mm,
it's like a small thing, but you see everything starts from a very small thing. A procrastination, an
yeah.
act of can actually lead to so many other stuff. So I mean, if
Mm,
our people who, I guess, have very supportive people around them, and then it's very easy for us to bounce back. But
mm,
imagine people don't have like a strong support, it is easy to
mm.
lose track and probably go spiral down.
I
Yeah.
would say maybe some would actually say that if you have a religion or belief, that would help as well. And also, if you are able to prioritize what is actually important in your day to day, that would also help. Because we
Yeah.
only have 24 hours, there are certain things that really we can't do. But as we prioritize, we will know what to do first, and the whatever that is left over probably is not that important.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so so having said this, right, I am, it's just a sudden thought that come to me, because just like you
Mm,
were sharing, like just how you procrastinated your video, and how Adeline put me like that. I
yeah,
just find
yeah.
that actually I just feel very blessed that I'm also surrounded by a group of very positive and motivated buddies,
Mm,
business partners, mentors,
yeah.
coaches, who will sometimes occasionally poke me as well. It's like, hey, are you on track, So I just
Yeah,
find
yeah.
that I feel very appreciative about that, because I
Mm,
never thought that as an entrepreneur, by right,
mm,
entrepreneurship, a lot of people say we are lonely, right? We are all on our own.
mm,
But
yeah.
this online business is something that you can be your own boss, yet
Mm,
are very supported by many people.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
true.
I just feel that I'm very blessed.
Yeah. Then the best thing about this online business is I don't know about you, but before this I am in an industry whereby I need to have sales target kind of thing. So there will be people who poke me, but the way they're poking me is for me to push myself to
More
go and
sales.
pour. And also, yeah, it's really it's not that I don't want to do it, but sometimes there would be times in my life whereby other priorities would take over. So
Yes.
it makes me feel very stressed and overwhelmed. But in this business, when somebody actually poke you, right, it's really actually for your own good, because this
Yes.
business is really about you, whether you want it or not. If you really want it, you will actually do it. But throughout the journey, sometimes we do have our low times as well. So when people poke you, it's actually to encourage you and to help you if you need to. So we don't poke you to push you to go and find people, because we don't do that in this business.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
just get you going.
Yeah. So with that,
Mm,
I also want to take this opportunity, right, to share with people who are watching us,
yeah.
on our page, and listening to us for the first time, or been watching us for quite a while. You know, this is something, online business that does not require you to go and chase after your family
Yeah.
members or your relative or your friends,
Mm,
you know,
mm,
because we leverage on the social media.
mm,
You don't need to do that, you know. So,
mm.
and I think that's also the reason why Esther and myself are on this business.
Yeah.
So I guess it's something that worth for you to check it out. If it's something that you've
Mm,
been thinking about, you know, check it out. And then, you know, on Esther's page, Esther's
mm,
web page here, her website, you
mm.
know, and then, you know, we will be happy to see how we can help you. Yeah.
Yeah, we would really love to chat with you. I mean, it is something that has changed us, our lives, our mindset, and how we actually live our everyday life. And I believe that everybody deserves a better life from what we've been going through previously as well. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, like we always say, just like our banner say today, right? If you don't like something, change it. If you cannot change it, change your attitude. So, if you don't like your lifestyle, you don't like the way you are working now, how you wish your life would be different, right? You can change it. Change it by, you know, clicking our links here, register for our website, a complimentary, you know, webinar to find out a little bit more, and or just get connected with Esther or myself. We'll be more than happy to share with you. And this could be the beginning of the change.
Yep. We
Yeah.
really hope to see you on the inside. And that's it
Yeah.
for today, and we hope to see you next week, Wednesday, 6:30. And
Yeah.
if you do have any topic that you would like us to talk about or actually answer certain of your questions, please do feel free to just comment, and we would love to cater to your questions. Yeah, so that's
Yes.
it for now. Then we would
Thank
like to
you
say
so
goodbye,
much.
pleasure, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are, because this is a global business. We would like to greet everybody here. Okay, bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.